Dexter Reed, World of Matchups, coming to you live and direct from the Grab It television studios in sunny Las Vegas, Nevada, talking to you today about the retirement and subsequent unretirement of one Mr. Thomas Brady. Tom Brady comes out of retirement after a month or so, decides he wants to run it back one more time with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the hopes of securing what would be a record-setting amount of rings on his hands. So I sat in this very seat a couple months ago, and I told Spencer and I told everybody that there's no way that Tom Brady was going to retire. And I was right. I think the whole him retiring was kind of a smokescreen. It sounds like there might have been some other moves that he wanted to make that didn't come to fruition. The itch to win is in that guy's soul. He's got that Jordan drive to just play and win, and his body will still let him do it, and so he's going to come back. There seems to have been some friction with Bruce Arians, and now Bruce Arians steps down to take a different role as an executive for Tampa Bay, and up steps Todd Bowles, whose tenure with the New York Jets and tenure as a head coach hasn't been that great, but I do think they have enough pieces there in Tampa Bay to make a run at this thing, albeit the AFC being the much, much stronger conference. You still have Mike Evans. You still have Chris Godwin. Leonard Fournette has re-upped. You've got solid players all over the defense. Offensive line is great. This is what I know about Tom Brady. Tom Brady is never going to put himself in a position to not win. And so he's always surrounded him by talent, and they can protect him quite well. This is a good move for him. I'm tired of seeing Tom Brady. I'm ready to see the new crop of quarterbacks come into the National Football League. It's quite frankly getting old seeing this guy, but he has the desire to play. He can still play at a very high level, and so he's going to suit it up and see what happens. It sounded like Bruce Arians wasn't the coach for Tom Brady. He wasn't as prepared as Tom Brady. And I think that little dissension between the two of them also may be a reason why you see Bruce Arians move on. It's going to be interesting to see how they handle this thing with Todd Bowles. It sounds like he's going to maybe convince Rob Gronkowski to come back. If they do end up bringing that whole band back, Devin White, Murphy Bunting, Carlton Davis, this team is loaded, and they could easily go back to the Super Bowl in a very weakened National Football Conference. All they'd really have to do is get past the Rams. I think Tom Brady sees this. I think Tom Brady knows this. I think Tom Brady never had any thoughts of truly retiring from the National Football League. It may take a major injury to keep this guy out of the league for good. I'd never wish that on him, but I'm getting tired of seeing this guy, and I know a lot of people are. But the bottom line is, when you witness greatness, you have to respect it, even if you don't like the player. Oftentimes, people don't like the gift because they don't like the package that it's wrapped up in, and I think that could be the story of Tom Brady when we're looking back at his career 20, 30, 40 years from now. We wish you well, Tom Brady. We also wish you would go away.
You know, that's an unfortunate mindset you got there. Tom Brady. Just because something's great year after year doesn't mean anything's going on. Why can't some things just be great?
For more quality NFL content just like this, like and subscribe us at grabit.com, 24/7, 365, on demand and live. My name is Dexter Reed. That's The Breakdown.